Okay, we're rolling. Hey, how's it going? I'm not too sure if you can, I'm pretty sure you can see me. Ah, well, anyway, as people who have been watching these videos know, I'm making stuff to make guitars with. Um, I thought I would do a video of what I'm doing now, which is I'm making what's called a radius sanding dish. The radius is 15 feet. It's like if you took a string, a 15-foot string, and did a big circle. This is the curve. I did a post, Facebook or website post on my radius sticks. So now I'm making this dish. And then what I'll do is I'll put sandpaper on it, and that'll be used for the back of the guitar. It's curved, eh? Like it's not just flat. I mean, you can make them flat, but anyway, I'm making mine curved. And the front is at around 25-foot radius on the lower area, I guess. And the back is 15 feet all around. So what happens is when you've got the top and the bottom and the sides stuck on, then you need, because the back is curved, you need to somehow make the edge the same angle so that it glues well. So then what I'll do is I'll take this, cover this in sandpaper, and then sand the top of the side, if you can imagine. Like the top will be here, the sides are here. So before I put the back on, I need to sand it so everything is at the right angle so it glues well. Yeah, so I'll do that, and I'm going to make another one kind of in the shape of a guitar that I'll use to attach the bracing and stuff. But today I'm doing the sanding dish. So I'll sort of do it bits and pieces, but I'll show you what I'm doing at this stage. What I did was I'm just using my basic, this kind of fishtail gouge. I got from the market in Dorset. It's Thai made, very simple, very not fancy, but really great. I got two that are excellent. I use this a lot. And I mean, it's a little hit and miss. I'd say I've bought one or two chisels where it's a little too soft for the hardwoods I use, but good though. And this is so soft. This is MDF. Listen to those cicadas. Holy. Anyway, yeah, it was, like to buy something like this from Lee Valley in Canada is probably like, I don't know, $50, $30, $80, depending. But I'm sure this was equivalent of about $6 at the most. Anyway, and then you just make your own handles and round them in, and you're good to go. But they're great, great, great. And I want to go back to that market and see what else he has. I bought it a while ago. So anyway, what I did was I just sort of right in the center, I dropped it down about, well, it's going to be 7 millimeters, but I took it 6 millimeters. So I have some leeway because I have to scrape and sand. And then what I'm going to do is just go around and kind of roughly taper it to the edges, And what you want is a gradual curve from one edge to the other. Well, what I want. You might not want it at all. Yeah. So anyway, so this is pretty fast going at this stage. And I just keep going in a circle. And then sort of fine-tuning it. Gotta watch I don't cut that cord. And then once I've got it kind of roughed, and what I'll do is I'll keep referring to my stick. I mean, it's nowhere near, but I'll just keep doing that as we go, and then do it at all angles and get it as close as I can. I mean, I don't know. I'll make it really, really good, but unless you use some kind of machine. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Some people can probably do this by hand and make it really perfect. But maybe not me. But I'm a good worker, but I just don't know about the perfect thing. But anyway, it'll be perfect. I'm downplaying it. It'll be perfect for what I'm using. And when I was doing the Solera, which is used to form the thing, when I get to the point, I start feeling it, and I can feel the ridges, and then I'll just do that. So I do it by feel and the stick, so I can get a really good sense of the flow of it. And that's fine, you know. Anyway, okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I'm actually back sooner than I thought. I was just thinking, hopefully you can hear me over the scraping. But while it's in my head, I thought I'd talk about this thing that's going on. And it's a little bit on the woo-woo side, so please forgive me for that. What the hell? Yeah, I'm just doing rough markings, eh? So you can get a sense of where I am. Oh, yeah, I'm having this quasi-religious experience preparing for this guitar making. That's overplaying it for sure, but what it reminds me of is when I was smoke tanning, like brain and smoke tanning deer hides, which I taught myself when I was in New Brunswick, you know. I wasn't hunting there, but I went to a place where hunters take their deer in the fall, you know, to process the meat and stuff, and asked them for the hides, and said sure, and charged me like $5 per hide. Anyway, I got like did 15 hides or something. Anyway, I did some reading, and I had a book, small book, with a brief discussion, but I was like reading it and going, oh hell, I know how to do this. Like I just knew how to do it. Like I didn't have to, it was like a little memory trigger or something. So that's kind of what's going on with this guitar stuff. It's like, oh hell, I know how to do this crap. So I don't know, what you could interpret that any way you want, I guess. It's a nice feeling. I guess you have to be a little bit careful with it though, because, well, you know, you could get kind of carried away. Like I think my mom had a friend, I won't name her, but who was writing songs and really beautiful songs, I guess. Although I never heard them, but so I heard. Anyway, it was like she was being spoken to by the spirits, right? Which to me is a very similar feeling. It's like there's something, another being talking to you. See what I mean by woo-woo? Anyway, whatever. You could interpret it any way you want. You could say, oh, I'm being visited by the guitar making spirits. Like maybe Santos Hernandez is deciding to give me a hand, you know. That's the plan. I think, you know, I'm going with this company, LMI, and they have plans of different, you know, guitars and stuff. So I'm going with a 33 Santos Hernandez plan, whatever. Just a, you know, just something to go by. Yeah, so anyway, so maybe I'm being, I'm not saying it. Anyway, but my mom's friend, she was sort of being spoken to by the spirits, I guess you could say, and she went a little kooky, right? This is the danger. If you take it too far. I mean, I'm totally fine saying, oh yeah, like some spirit of some flamenco guitar maker is talking through me. I'm crazy enough to say that's a possibility, right? But I'll always laugh because, well, you know, it's funny, but interesting nonetheless. But yeah, see, I think she went a little bit over the edge, right? So maybe it's easy to do that. Like I've heard of people that go kind of nutty with trance stuff and spiritual. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to go. That's not the point of this. But the point is that I feel like, oh yeah, okay, I know what to do now. Okay, what am I gonna? So I wake up in the morning and I go, okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, I was working on the Solera, which is that workbook thing. So I did that, and this morning I woke up, okay, I gotta do this and this and this. So now I did this and this and this. I was thinking, how am I gonna fix the neck angle, right? Because if you can imagine, it's all reversed, so the neck angle is not flat, but it tilts down. So here's the body of the guitar, and just to really make it extreme, the neck angle angles down, right? To give it space over the fretboard and stuff. For flamencos, the neck angle is less than classicals. Yeah. Anyway, so I was thinking, oh, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? And I went, oh, and I saw something on the internet. And I went, oh, yeah, okay, I got it. I just had to look for 1 minute and went, oh, yeah, I got this. So I had to make a sanding thing, so I'll finish that tomorrow. Yeah, so anyway, it's super fun. It's pretty exciting stuff when that happens. So I'm just sort of riding the wave of it. I mean, I can't actually make any guitars because I don't have the money to buy the materials. And there's some tools. I'm trying to make pretty much all the specialized tools, which I am doing for the most part. But there's a couple of things that I'm going to need to order when I order the wood. I'm experimenting with some shellac I got just locally, you know? And it's real shellac, I think. It's just alcohol and shellac, but it's pretty orange. And anyway, I got to try the different colors they have and all that. But I might have to order, if I want it super clear, I might have to order that specially, because that's a bit different. Anyway, and there's some other glues and things that I'm going to get, which I need to get anyway, so might as well do it at the same time. But yeah, anyway, I just want to talk about the spiritual epiphany. Oops. Okay, back again. Oh, okay. Hey, well, it's raining, the cicadas are going, I got the radio going, and hopefully you can hear me. You can see it's starting to get more dishy. I'm just gradually going off to the edges. You know, maybe I'll leave a 1 centimeter flat bit on the edge there, just for, I don't know why. Still a ways to go though. This is MDF. I've not actually worked much with it. We used to use it in the film business a lot for props and stuff, but I was always doing fabric related stuff, so costumes and set stuff. And anyway, it's great stuff for sure. But I keep reading that it's like a sponge, you know. Be careful with moisture. Like this is just one big sponge. The air is one big sponge full of water here. You can hear it's raining. Oh, one thing I wanted to add is I have to be careful not to make little of what I'm doing, right? Like, oh, well, you know, if it's close enough, whatever, right? That kind of talk, which I do a lot. Yeah, whatever, we'll make it work, kind of thing. I have to be careful because part of my goal is to sell these instruments. So if people see my videos and go, oh, she doesn't even care about measurements, it's not really true, right? I can be very meticulous when I want to be, or when I need to be, for sure. But I do like to have a combination of, you know, precision and feel, I guess. I mean, they both work together, for me anyway. And like the chorus, I find the chorus I make, I definitely use measurements, but there's more sort of elements to it that are hard to predict. Like, you know, you can't say, oh, well, I'm going to get the calabash, which is the big gourd. It'll be exactly this, you know, what is it, 21.3 inches. That's not going to happen. It's like a pumpkin, grows out of the ground. Anyway, so part of the thing I love about core is it kind of demands a certain spontaneity and flexibility. And but a really great certain amount of precision, and it's hard to, I find it hard to articulate. It's not like the shamisen where, like when you're doing those mortise and tenon joints for the 3-piece necks, like half a millimeter off might as well be the Grand Canyon, right? That's how precise you gotta be. And you just basically take your time, go slowly, and it's fine. Anyways, guitar's more like the shamisen, I would say. I mean, I've not made one, so what do I know? But anyway, yeah, so the point of this little excerpt, other than showing me chiseling away, is to say, actually, I do take a lot of care with my measurements. can hear me. This is a hoof rest, one of the best tools I have. And you know, if you're a woodworker and know a farrier, get their old rest, because especially barefoot trimmers toss them out pretty quick, because they need to be really sharp for hooves, but they'll last for a long time for wood beyond that. for the sake of the mic, I'll take the mask off. I'm mostly done. For that heavy stuff, I had to use the mask because this stuff's not too good to breathe in. I think it might have formaldehyde or something in it. But for this last bit, that's okay while I'm talking. It's pretty good, pretty good. I'm just going through it now with just the bare hand. I can feel a little bump there, so we'll just rub that down a bit. Yeah, you know, on the other clips, I thought, oh, it was raining too hard to talk, so besides, I don't need to talk. Just show is better. So I just thought it'd be great to have the rain and the music going. And it's getting dark now. When it's raining like this, it's only about, I don't know, 6 maybe. And when it's heavy rain like this, it gets dark so early. In this valley, it's a very narrow valley, you know. Taller. Anyway, this should be about it. And I'll probably just do a light sanding with coarse sandpaper. And then I'll just let it sit in my dehumidified room overnight. I need to shellac it or varnish it so it doesn't absorb moisture. But I'll let it sit and sort of dry out a bit overnight and do it tomorrow sometime. The beauty of a handmade thing can be very precise and beautiful and perfect in its way, but not machine perfect, you know? If you want a machine perfect guitar, there's lots of factory made guitars out there that are decent enough, I reckon. Anyway, I guess that's a conversation you could have for the rest of your life. Just comes down to aesthetics and underlying belief or whatever, I guess. Oh yeah, the other thing I'm going to do is I have some 4mm plywood that'll stick on the back of it. I don't know, just I bought it thinking I could use it for this sort of thing, and maybe it'll add a little bit of stability to it. Although it's pretty stable anyway, so I don't know. But anyway, I'll do that tomorrow too, just glue that on. Yeah, good enough. Okay, thanks for watching.